The call came at exactly 2:43 a.m. No greeting, no urgency, just her voice, dull, drained. "She's asleep now," my wife said flatly. She wouldn't stop crying. There was something about her tone that unsettled me. Not concern, not guilt, just inconvenience. "What happened?" I asked. A long silence followed. Too long. She tripped outside, but she's okay now. I waited, expecting more. But that was it. After the call ended, I sat alone in the dark for 12 minutes. No movement, just counting, thinking. The living room reeked of antiseptic and cold coffee. Her mother's bag was still by the door. She'd been staying with us for the past week. 15 minutes later, I quietly opened my daughter's bedroom door. She wasn't okay. She was half asleep, pale, her face flushed and sticky with sweat, her leg swollen, discolored wrong, a deep purple that didn't belong. I didn't ask what happened. I asked when. She whispered. I begged them to take me. Her voice broke as she cried. They said they didn't have time. They had brunch, a spa, haircuts. She paused, wiping her tears. They told me to stop being dramatic, said I was being soft, like Dad. Then they made her walk. 3 hours, on a broken leg. I asked how she got to her bed. She said she crawled the last 10 feet while they stood in the kitchen, laughing. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't slam a single door. I just picked her up, carried her to the car, and drove her to the emergency room. Compound fracture. Tibia. Displaced. The surgeon looked at me and said, "You did the right thing bringing her now." Then he paused. "But she should have been here the same day. This kind of injury doesn't come from a simple fall." I said nothing. I didn't have to. I didn't sleep for 2 nights. Not because I was worried, because I was watching. My wife never came to the hospital. Not once. She sent a single text. "Let me know when she's awake." Her mother blocked my number, so I began documenting. Quietly, methodically. Screenshots, call logs, doorbell footage of my daughter dragging herself inside while they stepped over her, arms full of shopping bags. I checked the bank statement. They'd gone to lunch. Spent $220. Tipped 20%. The next day, my wife posted pictures online. Her mother beaming, a mimosa in hand. Caption, "Girls' Day with Mom. Self-care is sacred." I printed the hospital records, the nurse's handwritten notes, photos of her bruises, of the swelling. I didn't say a word. I waited, let them bask in the lie, let them feel safe. At home, I studied them. Closely, the way my wife would deflect every time our daughter's name was brought up, the way her mother chuckled in front of guests, calling her overly sensitive, as if the metal rod now inside her shin was some dramatic story. Still, I smiled, cooked meals, laughed on cue, carried my silence like a loaded weapon. On the 4th day, I asked them to sit. No warnings, no explanations. I placed a thick envelope on the table. Everything organized, chronological, labeled, read. My wife looked uneasy. Her mother scoffed. They flipped through the contents. ER reports, photos, printed messages, detailed timelines, and then the video. My daughter, sobbing in the driveway. Their silhouettes behind her, laughing unaffected. My wife's hands began to shake. Her mother's face turned gray. "Why are you doing this?" Her mother spat. I stared at her like she was something I'd stepped in. "No," I replied softly. "Why did you?" I watched it land. Watched the panic set in. Watched the control slip away. I stood up slowly. "There's a report with Child Protective Services now." I said, "An investigation is underway." My wife opened her mouth, but I cut her off. "I named your mother as a co-abuser. She won't be allowed near my daughter again. You can try to lie," I added, tapping the stack, "but this doesn't lie." Her eyes welled up, but not with regret, with fear. I leaned closer. "I want you to remember something." She nodded faintly. "When she screamed for help, you made her walk. When she needed you, you chose brunch." Then I walked away. She called out once. I didn't answer. She wasn't worth the sound of my voice. It's been 10 days. My daughter is healing, slowly but steadily. She sleeps through the night now. She hasn't asked about them. Not once. She doesn't need to. They're gone. Her mother lives in a hotel across town. She sends the occasional text. I don't reply. I'm not angry anymore. I'm clear. Some people don't deserve forgiveness. Some betrayals cut so deep, they rewire who you are. She used to be my wife. Now, she's just evidence. And the last thing she ever heard from me was silence.